Mel from Mel's Exotics. I'm currently at the Canadian Pet Expo, Canadian Reptile Breeder Expo, Canadian Aquatic Expo. 3 expos, 1 building. You should come visit if you're not already here. And I'm stuck at my table, but I happen to have a friend, Brandon.
Hey everybody.
And Brandon is going to take the phone and go show you guys around the expo. I'm going to press the button. All right, Brandon, you're live. It's up to you. Show off the world.
All right, everybody, let's go on an adventure and find some stuff at the expo. So it's pretty busy today, as everybody can see. There's lots of Halloween-based stuff. It's a little early for that, but you know, everybody likes scary stuff. It's pretty busy. Lots of ball pythons I've noticed here. Since I am from Alberta, we have way less ball pythons, but it's a lot of cool stuff. So we'll start at the entrance of the expo down this way. We got Canherp. So everybody, if you're not familiar with Canherp, follow them. They are important. They vouch for our privileges as a community. So we're gonna start at the Zoom Ed booth, and they got lots of cool stuff. It has pretty well everything that you need to get started with your reptile experience, from beginner kits to everything that you can design yourself. You even got incubators, all sorts of stuff. They got really cool displays this year. Some super cool displays that they built.
Come out and actually see the plants?
Well, sure, and if you want, you can tell us some stuff about your new products and paludariums and stuff.
Yeah, paludariums are fun.
Some new products that you guys have that most people haven't heard of yet?
Well, we can look at that real quick and we'll come back to the paludarium. Most of the new products.
Awesome.
We have a large new 65-watt compact fluorescent UVB bulb that puts off the most UV of any of our bulbs.
Oh, wow.
It needs to be used in a deep dome, but this is for larger enclosures. This is a new
That's a big bulb.
Yeah, it's a big bulb. That's for big enclosures, big animals that need a wide spread of UV far away from people.
Large monitors, big tortoises and stuff. So I know there's been a lot of controversy with a lot of the fluorescent bulbs, so what makes this one different?
Well, we test all of our UV bulbs so much that there's no... Back in the day, people would talk about maybe a UVC or other ultra-terrestrial UV coming out of bulbs that could cause eye issues with animals. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And we test every UV bulb so much that there's no issues that you have to worry about with cement products.
That's awesome, yeah, because there's kind of like a myth kind of floating around because of that kind of stuff.
Compact fluorescence that still sticks around, that's pretty old information. Some of the new companies that come out might not test for that stuff, but
yeah,
we've been doing high-end UV lighting for a long time.
Yeah, you guys have more extensive testing than a lot of companies. So.
We warranty all of the UV bulbs at the right wavelengths for a year. So that's something that's pretty interesting. Most people don't know.
That's awesome.
That's all of the Zoom Ed UV bulbs. But we also have a new LED UVB bulb. It's low watt, high output. So that's 9 watts of power, putting off the UV about the same as 160 watt mercury vapor power.
Wow.
So that's good. Energy's expensive, so cutting some of that power down can help on your power bill.
Yeah, I have large Tegu enclosures where I use some pretty big bulbs.
Another neat new item is the Reptile heat projectors, and these are really good at projecting that heat further down than like a ceramic heat emitter would, and it's a different wavelength of the infrared. So
that's infrared A and B, if I recall correctly.
Got it. So, yeah, it's really good stuff.
Which is more of a deep...
60 watt, a 100 watt, and a 150 watt. So they're very available now and really nice.
Yeah.
Also better energy efficiency on heating.
And it provides more of a deep tissue heat instead of a surface temperature for the animal. No, but I use the Arcadia version of it, so that's been out for a little bit longer, so I've been looking into more.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. They're really good.
Because I use them for my Tegus, and they are really good.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Monitor livers, Tegus, Euromastics, Spear Dragons, anything that needs that high heat in one area.
Yeah, they work fantastic, so I'll have to look into those ones.
There's 3 different wattages on those, and they're in all the stores now, just starting to get everywhere. Of course, there's thermostats and different things, environmental control centers, and Yeah, that's most of the new items over here. We have a new line of some desert plants, and then we have some tropical plants as well. Some of those are in. These are the desert flora lines, so they're really nice when you incorporate it into excavator setups with the
Excavator clay.
Yeah, exactly. Use the excavator clay for some naturalistic desert vivariums.
Yeah, that stuff is so cool. I've used it for some of my leopard geckos.
Did you see the one over here that's set up that could be used for tarantulas and everything?
I have not.
This has some cork tubes worked in with excavator.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Lots of good hiding spots.
you want to check out the Paludarium?
Absolutely.
There's 2 waterfalls in this Paludarium.
Oh yeah, there's one on the left and one on the right.
So this has Mapani wood where the waterfalls are, and the Paludarium pumps are underneath, running in the fish tank section of the Paludarium, pumping up down the Mapani wood with live mosses on there.
Yeah, this looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So this is what people can do with a lot of your guys' products.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless as long as you can think you can build it.
Yeah, exactly. And finding is that's one of the fun things about going to the different pet shops and looking through all the wood piles of cork and Mapani is finding just the right pieces. When you
Yeah,
find the right
exactly.
piece, you can never pass it up.
Yeah, you get so excited. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the pump that you guys are using?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can just, instead of using the spray bar, it comes with an angle piece that you can attach the tube right to,
Okay.
just to make easy waterfalls. That's also a filter at the same time. So
Yeah, which is very beneficial for a lot of people because depending what you're keeping in there, the animal might poop in that and you want to filter all that excess.
There's a new
material.
Cara pump that just came out as well, which is a water changing pump. It's really nice, and it's a larger pump for quick water changes in turtle tanks or paludariums.
I might need that for my tegus because I got like 20-gallon concrete tubs that I use for them, and I use a vacuum to clean out the water
There you go.
because all they do is poop in there and it's disgusting.
Can you check out the other ones? There's 2 others. There's more live plants and an assortment. These are some of our other new artificial plants on the tropical line that we have different fireball bromeliads like this one here.
Oh, cool.
And they look extremely real when they're worked in, especially with adding a couple live plants around.
Well, just looking at this, most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right, exactly. So this is an artificial one, this one's artificial down here, and then all these ferns are artificial, and that most people don't know the difference.
Yeah, if they're on by themselves, you kind of think that they look a little fake, but then when you plant them all together in an enclosure, they look really
As more
realistic.
people are going bioactive and setting up larger enclosures and more naturalistic enclosures. It's a really good thing for the whole hobby and everything.
Not everybody has a green thumb and can keep plants alive.
Exactly.
I have plenty of bioactive tanks that I kill everything, so I am not a very good person to keep plants.
Philodendron or some pothos, those are always a good starter plant.
It's not necessarily me that kills them. Sometimes it's the animal.
That's true.
So, because I
need a good strong stem for some of those.
I need like a big ass tree for my tegus that they can't just walk over and destroy. So
tegus are a tricky one.
They dig and they're rough on everything.
Yep,
so.
true.
And then I got a lot of snakes and they kind of just crush everything too.
Push it.
Yeah.
So, well, good stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for checking everything out.
Have a good day. Over here we got the Urban Reptile, and they are jam-packed. They got a lot of super cool leopard geckos. Got Dream Gene over here. They have a bunch of cool scaleless corn snakes and enclosures from First Strike, which is based out of Edmonton, Alberta. So check those guys out. They are also here at the Expo. Got more ball pythons. Bunch of bearded dragons and some ball pythons and more ball pythons. Then over here we have Mutation Creation. You can follow them on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They are all about that media content. Then over here we got my favorite booth. I might be a little biased, but this is the Alberta Reptile Amphibian Society for people who aren't familiar with us. Membership options. We primarily do memberships for Alberta, but we do a lot of conservation and stuff, so that's very beneficial for a lot of people. Again, we have, in case of emergency, pet stickers. So you can contact us or find some other people that have our stickers. They are around the country now. We have pamphlets and just regular stickers. Check us out on our website. Then we have Hobbies worms. How you doing today?
Even get one of these. Better for sure.
That's good. Can you tell me a little bit about Hobbies worms for the people on YouTube?
All right. We already got our enclosure all set up. He's been like obsessed with snakes for like over years now. Ever since he's seen one hatch on snake discovery every day. Natural composters. So we take in pre-consumed waste, and that's what they live off of. And then we make sustainable pet foods out of it. So we say it's good food for your food, really high in protein, calcium, and phosphorus, ash, so really easily digestible as well. And then we just sell a bunch of live feeders for reptiles, and then we dry everything we don't sell out into a chicken feed or a bird feed that then turns into fish food, or all of these different course grinds. And we're zero waste, so even the worm castings and exoskeletons get blended up into a frass, which is a natural fertilizer for your gardens.
Oh, that's really cool. That frass would probably be beneficial for some bioactive enclosures for people to use for fertilizer.
I'd say it's like feeding your soil, not your plant even, because, and then it's cool because they build up a resilience. They think there's an insect nearby, so the plants become much more resilient, and then you don't need to use pesticides.
That's really cool. Yeah, because a lot of people, when they build bioactive enclosures, they think just putting plants and then dirt in there is beneficial, but the soil needs fertilizer for the plants to eat, right?
Yeah,
So
so
it needs different nutrients, not just the sheds and stuff that the small insects that you put in there, pill bugs and all that kind of other stuff. So it's another alternative to add into there.
yeah.
And then also feed your animals depending what you have.
Yeah.
So awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
And this is Mist King Jungle Hobbies. If you aren't familiar with them, they have great misting systems. I have them for my tegus and other stuff too, and obviously alidariums and bioactive enclosures. They have a lot of different setups and options for people. The show is busy.
Yeah. First time on this side of the start.
Top shelf geckos, a bunch of plants. This person has a bunch of really neat stuff.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad, yourself?
Not too bad, thank you.
We got PVC cages here. Tails and Scales. They'll be at the Calgary Expo next weekend. They have lots of cool stuff, lots of unique animals. And if you're looking for plants, they got damn near everything. Then we got Northern Gecko, if you're all familiar with them. They have everything you need for geckos and other supplies for your animals, among lots of different animals. Oh, we got Morphin-Dorphins as well. They have a bunch of various ball pythons. Canadian cold-blood, so if you're looking for monitors, get on the waiting list, because good luck trying to get some stuff. He has so many neat monitors. We have Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures. They got his video playing for ball pythons in the wild. Check that out on YouTube. And we got the Reptile Little Rescue Reptile Education. They got lots of cool stuff. Got the reptile ward over here. We got tangled in webs. So if you're into arachnids, they have so many cool stuff. I'm not an arachnid, so I don't know much about them. We've got Southwest Pet. Lots of pet supplies. A lot of places that I am not familiar with because I am from Alberta. So we got Viv Tech. It looks like they're doing a video with somebody else over here. So, ooh, looks like all Canadian reptile girl. We got Power. They got ball pythons. We got Blackheart Exotics and Mike Shack. So we got lots of cool ball pythons if that's what you're into. That one's probably my favorite one because it's great. Differently colored. It's neat. Got Reptile Edge over here. Lots of neat geckos and stuff. Show is pretty busy, just on the reptile side, not including all the fish stuff and the pet expo on the other side. Turcoats.
More reptile stuff back there? Or
No, that's all pets
it's all switches to pets?
and
Okay.
then that section's all aquariums.
Okay, cool. So we don't need to go any further?
No interest in the rest of the stuff.
Zero.
This is Port Credit Pets. They have everything you need as well. And I believe they ship across Canada. So all the big name reptile supplies, Zoomid, Zilla, Exopore, hello. All that kind of stuff. Cocoa fiber, you need all that kind of stuff. Looks like they got the small stuff and the big chunky stuff. We got Reptiles R Us, again, another big supplier. Lots of neat animals over here too. Ball pythons. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Super Phantom. I don't know what all these ball python morph names mean, besides just fancy names for the morphs. We got carpet pythons, a bunch of other stuff, ball pythons, lots of neat things.
I'm gonna go look at the other stuff. Right here.
Corns, bearded dragons. Pac-Mans and toads. Lots of cool things. Throughout the show, they got feeders. Got isopods. Oh, they got something I was geeking out over earlier. If I can get in there.
Are you waiting to get by?
I just want to check that out. No worries. It's busy here, folks. But I am interested in the golden tegu because that's just the common name for most people that they call them, but this one's actually a different species. Oh, there's the other one. It didn't sell. I thought it sold yesterday, but I didn't see it. It must have been buried underneath the log. But they have two species of golden tegu. I love tegus. Tegus are awesome.
This one is a bowl.
It's all right. So that one is golden tegu. Most people know it's Colombian tegus. This one's actually a Tupinambus cryptus because it has a different color pattern and striping and leg pattern for the spots and facial features. So there's 7 or 8 species in the Tupinambus family. So this is Tupinambus cryptus. And that one, as you can see, differently colored, a lot darker. That one's a Tupinambus zelinus. As you can see, the different coloration in the whole skin and then the leg pattern. And it's got some different facial features as well. So, not many people know that. I am just a tegu nerd. And then we got Argentine red, which is fantastic. Argentine black and white tegu. And lots of other cool stuff, like this Dumerals. Dumerals are so cool. I also love anything from Madagascar, because that's just what I'm into. They got a lot of cool boas, though.
And he doesn't have the jowl on the back.
Nyoka ball pythons. Understory Enterprises. I really haven't checked them out yet. Plants and stuff and corals. Huh, cool. Fossils. Reptile Kingdom Canada, they got a lot of neat stuff over there too. Canadian Regis, so ball pythons. And hey, look at that, more ball pythons. And plants. Lots of cool plants. Here we got gel reptiles, Cara lake dragons. I hope I said that correctly. Probably not. Rosemary reptiles. The 6-ball. Obviously ball pythons. Ontario Reptile Rescue. Excuse me, can you guys tell me about your reptile rescue for YouTube?
We are Ontario Reptile Rescue. We operate out of a network of foster families throughout southern Ontario. We rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome wanted, neglected, and unfortunately a lot of ill reptiles as well. And
Support your local reptile rescues. They do a lot of hard work that nobody wants to do.
Every single penny that we make here goes directly into helping the animals.
And that's important, especially for a lot of the neglected animals that people aren't prepared for. So
completely volunteer run, so it all goes back.
when you're getting your pets, remember it's a long-term commitment, and be prepared for that.
Yes, sometimes 20, sometimes 40, but it's a long time.
Yeah.
Never be afraid to ask questions.
Exactly.
As many questions as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Much research and ask questions.
Research and information is important, and be prepared for vet bills and other situations that might come up
Because
because
it's a $50 animal, that's the biggest part.
exactly, $50 animals have lives too. Just because the price tag is disposable doesn't mean the animal is disposable. So that's important to remember. You guys have a good show. Hope you guys get lots of funding. DNC Metamorphs. Need reptile books? Come on down. MKL Exotics. Hey Brandy, how's it going? I'm taking over my friend's reptile YouTube channel, so tell me about First Strike.
Oh, well, we basically are wholesale
Awesome.
Small pythons, and we've been in the business for 13 years.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys build fantastic stuff. I got a rack from you guys for all my babies that I don't produce very often.
But it's still there. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's handy when I need it, which does not seem to be very often anymore. But it's handy. Yeah, check them out. They have lots of cool stuff, lots of stickers and custom PVC enclosures. They can take care of all of your needs. Hope you guys have a good show.
See you later.
And we got another big store over here, Pet Paradise. They got lots of cool stuff. I've not ordered from them yet, but they got lots of cool stuff. Great pricing, shipping across Canada. I think it's flat rate shipping on most of their items. And they are busy.
So, pet snow would be
I'll come back to them when there's a little bit more room. A&A Dragons, Python Evolution, the Reptile Store, and of course, your regular host for the channel, Mel's Exotics. NBK reptiles, scaleless corns, and all sorts of other stuff. And then we got slithers, serpents. Everybody is so busy. I've got monarch reptiles over here. They have a lot of cool stuff. They do a lot of wholesale too, so if that's what you're into. Cara, they are here as well. They are down over kind of by the fish area as well, so we'll check them out shortly. They got a pretty neat vehicle and some tanks, lots of stuff. As you can tell, it's pretty busy. It's a little less busy than it was yesterday, but it's still pretty jam-packed. Oh, I totally walked past Pet Paradise. Going back. More stuff. Ball python.
A lot of people.
Lots of cool animals. Any cork? That is like the biggest cork round I have ever seen. Massive. And giant cork fly too. Morphin-dorphins. All pythons. Bunch of IMG boas. The lap around the reptile section, now off to the aquatics. There's actually some pretty neat coral stuff. I believe they had an aquascaping competition yesterday, so we get to check that out. And at this expo, dogs, all pets are allowed here. Yesterday somebody was walking around a capybara, so that was pretty neat. In Alberta, I have never seen one of those, besides at like a zoo. So. Lots of dogs, seeing some cats on people's shoulders, all sorts of stuff. If you're in Ontario, you should know who this is by now. Conservation through captive breeding. That's Dave Kaufman. And what I think is also really fantastic, that they have some great signage. Reptile Expo with Can Herp, healthy animals, healthy people. Pets can get a great addition to any home. They make us happy and provide many health benefits. But even healthy animals can carry germs that make people sick. Follow simple rules to share the love and not the germs. Important information, right? So wash your hands, make sure to immediately wash your hands if you're touching a pet or anything in the area while they live, play, or touch. Disinfect, separate, supervise, protect. So make sure your kids are doing the right thing too, right? So kids are always forgetful and they don't necessarily always wash their hands. So we gotta be the people who help them with that, right? And another cool thing is they're committed to exhibiting 100% captive bred domestic specialty pets by January 2022. So they are already on that. So that is super neat. And then get the facts, specialty pet transportation units. So make sure you're transporting your animal correctly. Our safe and secure temporary transportation for pets from exhibitors to new home. And, follow the guidelines with this. Make sure that your pet is not going to escape in your vehicle, get stuck in there, or whatever. Especially if you're driving, don't take your animals out because there's a lot of small places for your pet to get stuck in, and you don't need that stress while you're traveling. Got the Exopore booth, and they are busy, so I will come back to them and ask them about what some new stuff they have. Lots of books. Kind of doesn't do any good here, but Lisa's Lair bookstore. Check them out if there's some books that you want. Books are important. They might be outdated, but they do still have information that is valuable. Northfit, premium fish food. If you're into that, I do not have fish. I know a lot of people have a little bit of everything sometimes. Fluval aquascaping. So there's a lot of neat stuff here. Water's kind of a little murky in some of them. That one's super cool. That one's also really cool. Bunch of neat fish. Aquarium Depot. Chris Biggs is doing a speech. So if you're not familiar with the Mad Aquarist, follow him on YouTube. Extreme aquatic foods. Everybody's pretty busy today, which is good. We got Fluval. It's lots of neat artwork. Clocks, all sorts of stuff, stickers. How's it going? Prints. Artwork by Joe Riccici. I hope I said that right. I'll ask him. How's it going today?
It's going great.
How's the show for you?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about your artwork and stuff like that?
My name's Joe Riccici. I'm actually a reptile veterinarian, and this is what I do as my stress relief on the side. My artwork kind of mostly consists of reptile-based artwork, a lot of exotics, starting to delve into dinosaurs now. This is kind of what helped me get through college, and now it's helping me after college is my therapeutic release after work. So
That's awesome.
so I take the day to take care of animals, and then the afternoon to draw.
So you're going to college for veterinary school then, or?
I'm already a doctor.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I get to do this on the side. I get to take pictures of my patients, and then I'll draw them afterwards.
That's super cool. What are some of the common ailments that you see in a lot of reptiles?
When it comes to reptiles, most of the common bearded dragon, ball python, leopard gecko. I do get a handful of tegus in sometimes. Non-reptilian, I see a lot of birds. I see a lot of macaws, Amazons, parakeets, and cockatiels. I see a ton of those, but I do get a chance to work with a lot of Amazons. I do see Russian tortoises, sulcatas, occasional chameleons. So
That's super cool.
yeah, it's been a wild ride. Every day is different. I love the job.
What would be some advice for reptile keepers that you'd want them to know about?
Doing all of your research beforehand and double checking your research, because anybody can post their own care sheet online. A lot of it is what has worked for them, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing for the animal.
And it might not be the right area of the country, because different areas have different climates that
Of
might
course, yeah.
be different.
Yeah, you can make your own habitat, but they're still going to be affected by the outside climate.
Yeah.
So there's definitely adjustments to make.
Yeah, I find out a lot of issues with care sheets from like Florida. I live in Canada.
Yeah.
We don't have 80 to 100% humidity.
You can put your tortoises outside in Florida if you have a habitat. You can't do that up here. So,
Yeah, not
yeah, there's a
well.
lot
You
of-
can for a short period of time, but it's still
For a
not.
couple months a year.
Yeah, but it's still not going to have the benefits that you can do in Florida.
Exactly.
And the humidity and the right environment, right?
Humidity is key.
Humidity is huge for a lot of reptiles, right?
Yep, and it's very often overlooked.
Awesome, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Sure, thanks for coming by.
We got jellyfish for the Reef podcast, guys. So you can check them out. Eco Divers, Phil's Exotic Pet, philpets.ca. Phil's Pets. Jesus, I can't word. Can't word. Jesus. Lots of neat stuff. Aquascaping's pretty cool. Bunch of aquariums and cat stuff, it looks like. Exoterra's a little less busy. How's it going today?
Very good. You?
Not bad. Can you tell me about some cool Exoterra products that people might know about? All this stuff.
Actually, I'll show you the substratum first. So this is similar to the Fugal stratum, but it is made for dark frog vivarium.
Oh, cool.
It is volcanic soil. That's the word I was looking for. It's great for growing plants. Great for drainage there. And if you want to look over here, how we kind of have it set up. Instead of doing the whole drainage layer and the whole thing, the stratum actually will hold the drainage in itself. And on the frogs and cool line, there's a drainage in the back. So you can just not need to
Put as much weight in your enclosure.
Exactly.
So that cuts down on a lot of the weight and deep substrate that people need.
give some more space for the animals.
Yeah, because I noticed with a lot of bioactive enclosures, that's what people, when they're building stuff, it takes up a lot of space. So the footprint on the inside of the enclosure is a lot smaller than what initially was.
Agreed. Like usually you're taking up about all that.
Yeah.
And you're using a drainage there with it. So now getting that space.
Yeah, so when you're setting up your bioactive enclosure, make sure you're going to have enough space after you build it too for the animal's requirements.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people don't think about that. I noticed that for a lot of enclosures, and then it's all of a sudden just really cramped and there's not enough footprint. So
It's not just about the size of the tank, it's how you set it up.
exactly, how you utilize the space. That's a, oh, it's up there. Cool. Yeah, lots of neat stuff. Oh, UV lights.
Is it the new World Wide? So there's supposed to be multiple LED and UVB in the same one.
There's a lot of new UV LED lights coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's new technology, so people are questioning a lot of it. So
that is true. Everyone's questioning everything now. But
yeah.
So these ones actually just been produced. I don't know if too much. I'm actually not with Exopore. I'm Daffy's Roundtable. I'm just here for as like an ambassador today.
Awesome.
But I've actually just started using them myself, and I am getting really good results. My Master Drags are actually, which they usually never bask. They're like coming out, they're basking, they're sitting under them. So it's. I do recommend.
That's awesome. Yeah, UV lights are, especially LED ones, are new technology, and not all LED lights are created equally.
Agreed.
So
Definitely agreed. Yeah.
make sure you're doing your research and finding the right product for your pet.
With everything, do your research.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Maybe in the future, but for now.
And off to the pet side, which is going to be wild. Lots of cats, lots of dogs, lots of small animals. Politically incorrect pets. That's kind of funny. Australian shepherds. They're so cute. Lots of dogs. Got puppies. Small animal products. Bird cages by the looks of it. Let's go on this side. I haven't even been over this side yet. Woo! Puppy. Mobile dog gym. My dog needs a gym. Hedgehog supplies. Bunch of hay and stuff for small animals. Oh, it's a small animal section. That makes sense. More dog products. Sharpening for your pet grooming supplies. Food. Bunch of other stuff. Lots of stuff over here. I might not be able to make it through all of this. There's so much. Lots of puppies. And a very squeaky garbage cart by the sounds of it. Instant pain relief. They got anything for my back? Oh, those cat houses are cool. Acute or chronic pain, I got all of it. Dog courses, looks like it. Oh, look, there's a dog. I heard there's a pig here. Oh, there's a dog. That's not a pig. Dozer the pig, but he's not here right now. Niagara SPCA. So if you're in the area and you want to adopt a pet, check them out. The pet section is also busy. Lots of dogs. Like, look. That guy's like a mini bulldozer himself. And if you're interested in what any of these people sell, check out the Canadian Pet Expo's website. They have a list of all the vendors. So if there's something that I have missed, and you want to know who they are, check out the name on their website, on the Canadian Pet Expos, because it has the Reptile Breeders Expo, the Fish Expo, and the Pet Expo's information there. So you can find out what everybody sells and what they do. They have a bird zone. Small dog. More dog. More dog. Parrot. Make sure if you are getting a bird that you're also committed, because they can live to be like 80 years for some macaws and other parrots. That's not a dog, that's a horse. Lots of cat stuff. Ooh, savannas. Savannah cats. And the cat thing, there's lots of cats there. Cats, 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 and more cats. Look at the kitties. Look at the dogs. And more dogs and sticks. I don't think that sticks for the dog though. Water bat. Oh, that's a cute dog. There is so much stuff to go here. It would take forever to view all the stuff and go over what everybody does. An insane amount of things. Puppy. Puppy. More pork-ready pet stuff. Whee! Oh, is that a Lair? Oh, no. Oh, I can't read that. Death metal t-shirt, apparently. I thought it was Lair's murder. I am not sure. I'm a metalhead, so. See the Gorgier shirt earlier. That was sick. Well, everyone, I dragged you around. Use my fingers in the way. I've dragged everybody around long enough. Here's Mel.
All right. Hello, friends. I hope Brandon did a great job and you all enjoyed looking around, meeting people. I'm gonna have to watch it myself so I see what he did with my channel while he had the phone. Thanks very much for watching. I'm sorry I rotated the video a bit, but yeah. Thank you, Brandon, for taking the phone or going around.
Everybody was pretty busy.
That's exactly it. You can't do it all, but at least we got a few and showed off what's going on. All right, thanks, friends. Maybe another live stream in a little bit if I can get away from the table. Otherwise, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Good tip would be to